you about self-compassion, the art and science of being kind to yourself. When we turn towards ourselves and we treat ourselves the way we would a good friend, we feel great. We feel happy. We have bigger, bolder, more ballsy life. The problem is that the self-critic is very, very deadly. When you criticize yourself, how do you feel? Crappy, right? When we criticize ourselves, we generate this hormone called cortisol. So cortisol is the hormone of fight and flight. And it is one of the biggest problems. I had shown you that slide with stress. Stress is a huge problem with heart disease, right? When we are stressed out, when we criticize ourselves, when we're exhausted, our stress levels are up, our body is in fight and flight. Our heart is beating fast, your appetite goes up, we accumulate fat around the middle, our triglycerides go up, so stress is a real problem. When we criticize ourselves, we generate cortisol. When we diet, when we beat ourselves up and say, you know, I should go to the gym and I should eat less, that criticism really makes us sick. But we think that we need it in order to be motivated to do whatever we set ourselves to do. And that's absolutely false. So criticism undermines motivation. You don't need that self-critic. So how many of you want to ditch that self-critic? There are 3 elements of self-compassion: kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness. So let's look at each of those. The first one is kindness. So with self-compassion, we treat ourselves kindly instead of judgmentally. We treat ourselves the way we would a good friend. And compassion means to suffer with. So there is an element of action there. The second is common humanity. So a lot of times when things go wrong, we think, oh my God, it's just me. I'm the only person who has ever, been sick, had a fender bender, gone through a divorce. We feel really isolated and alone, and we contract, and we feel sad. But when we realize that things go wrong, right? Stuff happens. We all fail, make mistakes, have illness. We don't feel so alone. So the second element is common humanity, and the third element is mindfulness. How many of you took the mindfulness class this morning? Yeah, mindfulness is really important. With self-compassion, we are mindful when we are suffering. So when you start noticing that you're not feeling good, you go to the doctor. When you're tired, you rest, you're mindful, you're aware. Because if we're not aware that we're suffering, we can't turn towards ourselves. So we're neither ruminating about it or having a pity party and going, oh, poor me, this is so terrible, all that negativity. And we're also not ignoring it. We have this nice balance where at mindfulness we are aware that we're suffering and we're taking action to alleviate our suffering. So I'd like you to take a moment and think about something that has really been bothering you. So maybe something that has happened to you or something that you've been beating yourself up about. Everyone have something? Yes. Okay, now I'd like you to shut your eyes. Just take a couple deep breaths in and come into the moment. And notice when you think about this thing, where on your body do you feel the stress and tension? So emotions are felt experiences in our body. So notice how you're feeling. And if you don't feel something, perhaps pick something a little bit more stressful. Now I'd like you to say to yourself, this is a moment of suffering. Okay, so that's that mindfulness piece. Suffering is part of life. That's the common humanity. Now I'd like everybody in the room, put your hands on your heart. Keep your eyes closed, nobody's looking. Both hands, and just notice what it's like to connect with this amazing organ. Feel the warmth of your hands, maybe doing little circles. So this is a moment of suffering. And then think, what do I need to hear right now? May I be kind to myself. May I forgive myself. May I give myself what I need. May I be healthy. May I be happy. So just take a moment and just talk to yourself the way you would a good friend. Be there for yourself in a powerful, compassionate way. You deserve compassion and you can give it to yourself. So I empower you to do so. Just like when you're on an airplane, they tell you to, put your own oxygen mask on yourself first, right? Before you put it on someone else, you need to breathe. So I really empower you. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself like a good friend. Each and every single one of you is a wonderful person who deserves love and affection. Thank you so much for being here today.